So, welcome back to the part 2 of the garage renovation and transformation, or makeover, or what you want to call it. So, in this video, as you can see behind me, we're gonna paint this wall and that wall. So, all the walls in here, in like the main area, is done for now. We have to like paint one more layer because the first layer is like too thin. You can see in some areas, like you can see through the colors, but it still looks very good. And the plans for this video is to start working on this room and cover up that door, sand down walls, make a door here. We're also gonna cover up some holes in the roof, like here, up here, and you also have holes the whole way, so we can start to like paint the roof too. So that's what we probably gonna do in this video, and maybe something more too. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. But anyway, if you like content like this, make sure to subscribe. Don't say that you love me when you tonight I might be hanging from a what's inside of me, I feel so sliding in the beamer roller. Don't say that you love me when you don't. Tonight I might be hanging from a what's inside of me, I feel so cold. Sliding in the beamer all alone. Don't say that you love me when you don't. Tonight I might be hanging from a what's inside of me, I feel so cold. Sliding in the beamer all alone. Don't say that you love me when you don't. Tonight I might be hanging from a So my friend decided that we should remove all the wallpaper from the wall because it's gonna be easier to paint it later. And yeah, this is the result. And we have also started to cover up the door.
Show the reason also. This is the reason. Like,
Oh yeah, look here.
You rip this much at the bottom, and everything follows to the way up. So if we put over this, it's not gonna be good enough. The wall is just gonna break loose anytime something flakes, and we just take it too much, you know, a little bit, it's touch of it, it's gonna be ripping all the way up. So it's gonna ruin everything, and the paint's gonna follow and everything, you know. It's disaster.
Yeah. So this is probably gonna save us some time anyway. And the door is covered up. I have started, like I said, covered up the like cracks between with putty. So yeah, that's the work so far. And we have also fixed the edges, like here at the door and also here. But we're gonna have some metal like frame around here, so it doesn't really gonna bother to fix this too much. Yeah, so that's the progress. So a bit of update, the storage area when we store like all our shit and tires. We have been working on this wall you saw when we was like tearing down all the wallpaper. So now we have been sanding down the walls and put on putty everywhere to make it like a smooth area, exactly like the same process we have done in the rest of the whole garage. So we have done that wall here, and the plan is to like paint this in like 2 days when everything has dried, and then we're gonna move all the stuff over to that side, and then we're gonna keep working on that wall and this wall and that wall. So that's the plan. And When we're waiting for the wall to dry, it's time to start working on the roof to cover up like all the ugly holes and yeah, prepare it for painting. So Jonathan has sanded down and like cleaned up the walls and also paint all the edges around the walls here. So we are almost ready to paint half of the room in the storage area now, and it's looking good so far. It looks very nice. And we're gonna have the same color in here as we have outside in the garage, and probably the same color in the roof too. It's gonna be light gray. So yeah, you're gonna see a nice little time lapse when we transform this room. So this room is not done, but half of the room is done, and it looks so much better than it did before. It has some imperfections, as all the walls has here, but it looks very nice and much more cleaner actually, and more fresh. And we have started to repair the roof, as you can see, and also here. And now we've removed a very big plank, and it's a huge hole in the roof. It's really huge. And when we took down the plank, is feathers from a bird, and also a cigarette, and other weird shit. So yeah, yeah. So that's the plan, is to cover up this big hole now and then just take the rest small ones later. So this is the update on the big hole in the roof, and so far it looks pretty good. I know it looks kinda shit when you see all the pieces, but when you're gonna cover it with putty, it's probably gonna look very smooth and good. And over here on the other holes we have covered up, it looks pretty decent. For some reason the putty like starting to climbing, but it looks pretty decent. So we're probably gonna cover it with one more layer, then sand it down, so it's gonna be a nice surface. So you remember in the last video when I told you guys that we're gonna have like a slide door here? We have built like the frame for the sliding door, so it looks like this at the moment. So this is gonna be our sliding door, and yeah, I know it's not completely straight, but it's good enough. It's still our just a garage, and yeah, we can close and open it, and we're gonna paint it in the same color as the wall. So we're gonna like hide the door, so that's gonna be very nice. And this is like how we built it. So you can see it's just a rail up here with wheels, and then we just made a frame for the door, and of course we're gonna put like plywood on the door. This is just the frame. So yeah, that's the progress on the door in here. And next progress is probably to move all the shit over here and fix the rest of the room, all the walls, and keep working on the roof again, because we still have started with a hole there. So, and we have one left there, one on the other side. Yeah, so that's the progress so far. Update again, we have painted like the second layer on the walls, here back where we have all the cars usually. All the cars is standing like this now, so it's very messy. But you can actually see the difference on the camera. You can see how much lighter it is on the left side and than it is on the right side. So it's really improving to paint one more layer. And we also decided to paint the support like this in black too. I mean, very dark gray, but it looks like black. And it turned out really, really well too. And in here, in the storage area, we have moved everything to the side and removed like the storage thing we have up here before. And now we're gonna like sand down, remove all the wallpapers, so we can actually paint this this weekend. And another thing is that we have put putty everywhere in the roof now, where we had a lot of holes, and it also starting to look better. So the plan is to sand down all this on Sunday and actually paint part of the roof from like here to over there, and then back, move back the cars and then paint the rest.
I don't feel this, I don't feel right. When you call me up, tell me one time. Barely out of luck, but that's just fine. Only wanna fuck in the night time. I don't feel this, I don't feel right. When you call me up, tell me one time. Barely out of luck, but that's just fine. Only wanna fuck in the night time. I don't feel this, I don't feel right. When you call me up, tell me one time. Barely out of luck, but that's just fine. Only wanna fuck in the night time. I don't feel this, I don't feel right. When you call me up, tell me one time. Barely out of luck, but that's just fine. Only wanna fuck.
So as you saw in the time lapse, we have painted the roof like 2 times, and the paint we bought turned out to be extremely thin, and the first like can we bought was actually pretty bad. It felt very thin and was probably something wrong with the batch. But anyway, this is like the progress after 2 layers, and we hope we only have to put on like the 3rd layer. As you can see in this spot, here we have 3 layers, and it actually looks pretty decent. So hopefully we doesn't have to paint this 4 times, but let's see. And that is the update on the like roof. So yeah, time to paint it one more time and see how it turned out. So we gave up on this paint because here, as you can see, if it can focus, in this corner we have painted 4 layers and it doesn't stuck to the roof at all. You can see it's too thin, and you can see all like the track from the roller. So yeah, it didn't work at all. So what we did, we actually bought the same color as we used on the walls. It's actually for stones and like outside, and it sticks to the wall so much better. The other paint we used was actually just for inside walls, and it wasn't good at all. So hopefully this color, or paint I mean, gonna work much better. And it is a bit different in the color. It's a bit darker. Let's see if we can get some light. yeah, you see here, it's a bit darker, darker gray, but it will work. And the only issue we have is like, it is some green in it, but I don't think we're gonna see it really. So let's hope this color works, this paint works better.
Am I the one for you? You're not by my side. I feel like skipping town. You're not down to ride. Cancel all the plans. Yeah, you make me cry. Drive my Volvo out for mountain beer juiced out. Yeah, I hate life, but that's alright. Miss your fingers down my back in the nighttime. You're so bad for me, but that's alright. I know you.
So we have now tried out the new color, paint, I mean. I don't know why I'm always saying color, but anyway, you can see the difference between here and here, that this paint stuck so much better to like the surface, and you can actually see like a vision now how it's gonna look like. So yeah, you see which area is done. So here in the middle are actually 2 layers already, and over there is just 1 layer of the new paint. So we have this area left now to paint, and yeah, and the rest of course. But we can't move the car at the moment, so we just wanna like wanna be done with this and this, so we can just move back all the cars. And in here we're also gonna paint later. We have started to sand down this wall. You can see it's extremely dusty in the air. So yeah, the walls here looks really nice now. And the roof is also gonna be gray in here. The only thing that concerned us a little bit is in here, the gray color in the roof looks so much darker than it does out here. And we have actually tried to paint a little bit everywhere. But for some reason it just looks much more light gray out here than it does inside here. Maybe it's just the light, but let's see when it's done.
Cancel all the plans. Am I the one for you?
So we have now painted 3 to 2 layers. It's 3 layers in the middle, and 2 on this area and this area. We think that should be enough to like cover up everything. It looks pretty good at the moment. It hasn't really dried. You can see like the marks where we have like painted. So that's probably gonna be everything for this video. We have also painted this roof 2 times too. So in the next video, we're gonna take the rest of the roof out here, move back all the cars, clean up everything. So hopefully next episode probably gonna be the last one. But I will see you in the next one.